Welcome to Get a Media channel. Today we're talking about 10 most beautiful places in Rome, the capital of Italy. Rome's magic is well known, to put it mildly, yet it's still simple to forget how many great things there are to do here. The former capital of the world, the Italian capital is right up there among the most well-known cities on Earth. It is home to extensive archaeological riches, great art collections, and enough cultural history to last a lifetime. No one can be let down by the Eternal City. What are the best things to do in Rome? Visitors are in for a treat, with excitement around every corner in the museums, restaurants, and markets of the city. Rome lives up to the hype and then some. It's impossible to work on a list dedicated to the best things to do in Rome without mentioning the Colosseum right off the bat. The largest amphitheater ever built, the Colosseum, or Flavian Amphitheater, was built between 70–80 AD and could hold up to 80,000 spectators. It was constructed to host gruesome performances for the public, including gladiator battles, animal hunting, executions, and even sea battles, when the arena would be filled with water and ships. Today, you can wander around the underground tunnels, the arena floor, and the stands. The fifth level is also open to the public and offers an outstanding 360-degree view of the theater. The most beautiful relic of ancient Rome, a temple so well preserved that it appears as the Romans must have seen it in their times. So described it the French writer Stendhal in the 19th century, a source of inspiration for the greatest architects of all ages. Its beauty, the harmony of the lines, and the perfect geometries have always struck people both in the past and the present. The Pantheon was built by Emperor Hadrian in 125 AD, on the site of a former temple built by Marcus Agrippa, and it boasts the largest unreinforced dome in the world, measuring 142 feet in diameter. If you are lucky enough to be in town over Pentecost weekend, be sure to attend Sunday Mass when rose petals are dropped from the oculus during the celebration. Founded by Pope Julius II in the 16th century, the museums house one of the largest and most important art collections in the world and is set across 54 galleries, courtyards, and hallways. You'll find thousands of ancient sculptures. The Vatican Museum is the epitome of Roman Baroque and Renaissance architecture. It is home to one of the greatest masterpieces of history, Michelangelo's fresco at the Sistine Chapel, which also marks the end of the museum. Other notable structures here are the Etruscan Museum, the Egyptian Museum, and Raphael rooms. One of the people's favorites is the Bramante staircase, popularly known as the spiral staircase. It consists of two staircases, one built during the 1500s and the modern equivalent of it built during the 1900s. The ceilings throughout the Vatican Museum are decorated extraordinarily with mosaic details. Emperor Nero's extravagant Domus Aurea, Golden House, was considered one of the most impressive residences of its time and offers a unique glimpse into subterranean Rome. Built between 64–68 AD as a grand place of entertainment near the Colosseum, it spanned across many of Rome's ancient hills before it was destroyed by the Great Fire of Rome in 64 AD. The site is under restoration, but visitors can join guided tours every Saturday and Sunday. A virtual reality tour is also offered that helps bring the villa's former glory to life. Fondly referred to as the City of Seven Hills, Rome is known for its scenic vantage points and numerous terraces that give way to stunning views of the city skyline. Located above the Trastevere neighborhood, Gianicolo isn't technically one of the fabled hills, but it is worth the trek because it's the highest point in Rome and offers an expansive vista over the Eternal City. The elegant Fontana dell'Acqua Paola A fountain featured in the opening scene of the movie, The Great Beauty, is located just nearby, and its majesty will surely take your breath away. Built at the end of the 19th century, the Teatro dell'Opera is a neoclassical opera house, hosting around 200 performances each year, from opera and ballet to contemporary dance. The opera house has collaborated with several celebrity directors and fashion houses, including Sofia Coppola, Valentino, and Dior, to create innovative shows. In the summer months, performances are held al fresco in the evocative term di Caracalla, Baths of Caracalla, an enormous archaeological complex built between 213–216 AD that was home to an open-air pool, saunas, a library, shops, and more. Rome has two first-class football clubs, AS Roma and SS Lazio. Both play in the Stadio Olimpico, incidentally, the largest sports facility in Rome. While only the most courageous visitors may want to attend a Roma Lazio game, the rambunctious derby, a trip to the stadium promises to be a spectacle of flares and chanting and a touch of atmospheric drama a million miles away from the elegant Centro Storico. If you prefer a more low-key experience, you can also catch a rugby game here during the Six Nations Championship tournament held in the late winter months.
Castel SantAngelo, the Castle of Angels, is an eye-catching cylindrical fortification built on the banks of the Tiber River by Roman Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century AD. Originally commissioned as a mausoleum for Hadrian and his family, it was later used as a fortress and castle by the popes. It even includes a secret escape passageway that links the structure to the Vatican City. Today, it is a museum with frescoed rooms, a collection of medieval weaponry and sweeping views of the city of Rome and nearby St. Peter's Basilica. Commissioned by Cardinal Scipione Borghesa in the 16th century to house his impressive art collection, Galleria Borghesa remains one of the premier museums in Rome. An avid art collector, the Cardinal was one of John Lorenzo Bernini's early patrons and a huge fan of Caravaggio's works, so expect to find exceptional creations inside. Some of the museum's highlights include Apollo and Daphne by Bernini, Paulina Bonaparte by Canova, and Boy with a Basket of Fruit by Caravaggio. The Pleasure Palace was originally built as a suburban villa, and it remains immersed in Villa Borghesa's extensive gardens, so be sure to take a stroll around the park after your visit. Overlooking Piazza del Popolo, and now an integral part of the Villa Borghesa, is one of the oldest gardens in Rome, the Pincio. The Pinci family commissioned the first gardens here in the 4th century. Pincio is best known for its view of the Vatican at sunset, with the dome of St. Peter's silhouetted in gold. The paved area behind the viewpoint is popular with cyclists, bikes can be hired nearby, and skaters. To the southeast of the Pincio is the Casina Valadia, now a pricey restaurant with a to-die-for view.